Hello, class.
Hi.
Okay, so we're going to get started with our math lesson for today, and this one is going to be a little bit different than what we've been doing before, but it is definitely building on things that we have studied in previous classes. So, do we know how to count to 99 with our words? Yes. Okay, awesome. I'm so glad you guys said that you did, because that's going to be a crucial part of our lesson today. Also, what do we know about place value? And when I'm talking about place value, I mean like tens and ones. So can somebody give me an example of maybe the number 3 and what it's composed of when we think about breaking it down? Yes, Sean?
0 tens and 3 ones.
Perfect. So we need 3 ones in order to make 3. That's going to be a really important part of our little system of counting that we're going to learn today. Also, we think about bigger numbers like 20. What is 20 made up of? Does anybody else? Yes, Eileen? 2 tens. Awesome. So we're going to need to know that also, in addition with the idea that 3 is made up of 3 ones. We've been talking a lot about anchoring on the numbers 5 and 10, haven't we, in class?
Yes.
So can somebody give me an idea? If I give you the number 8, can you break it down for me using your decomposition skills and also your anchoring skills? And tell me, in relation to the number 5, what is the number 8?
It's 5 plus 3 more.
Awesome, 5 plus 3 more. So you need 5, you're anchoring on your number 5. Then you also have to add 3 more to get 8. So we're going to need those type of things, and also like numbers like 15, we have maybe a 10 and a 5 to make 15. We've talked about that before, right? Okay, so today, well, also there's one more thing. We don't always have a pencil and a piece of paper, like you guys don't have a pencil and a piece of paper today to really add up things or learn to count, and you can use it in your mind, but maybe you need some other system to learn how to count. So that's something we're going to learn today. Today, we are going to practice and learn how to count to 99 using a finger counting method called Chisenbach. So you have to keep in mind that the way that I'm modeling it for you is going to be opposite of what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm going to make sure that you all get it right, but mine's going to be a mirror image of you all. So in Chisenbach, each finger represents a number, a value. So with your left hand, you have the ones places represented. So first of all, if every finger has a value and we want to make it 0, would we put up any fingers at all? No. So if you're just going to start with 0, it's just going to be your 2 fists. And we're going to practice this first. I'm just going to show you the counts of the fingers, and you can also use this as a reference. But then when we come to counting it, we're going to actually be placing our fingers on our desks, and it'll help us to visualize it a little bit better. So on our right hand, let's do our right hand first, because your right hand is where the ones places are. So you start with your index finger. You don't start with your thumb, because your thumb actually represents 5. So you just have to think about it as in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So since your thumb represents 5, that's the only finger you're going to put out when you need the number 5. You don't put all 5 of your fingers up, even though that's kind of different than what we might think, because that actually represents higher values. So let's start with 1. 1 is going to be your index finger. Now to add enough to get 2, we need 2 ones, correct? So we'll add another finger for 2. And we'll keep counting it by 1 like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for our 5, remember, we're going to anchor on the number 5, and if we're counting any higher than that, we're going to always need this 5, but anything else, we just use our other fingers. So we get to 5. Now, what do we have to add to 5 to make 6? 1. Awesome. So your thumb and your index finger is going to make 6. So then 7. This was really tricky to do without holding your finger down, so that's what we're going to be doing it on our desk later. So to make 8, you're going to need your 3 index fingers and your thumb, and then 9 is going to be all of your fingers out, because we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Does everybody think they got that so far? So we have 1 through 9 on our left hand. On our right hand, on our right hand is when we On our left hand, so we're going to have our tens values. So since we had 1 with our index finger on this hand, 10 is going to be represented with our index finger on our left hand. So we're going to start with 10. This would be 20, since you have 2 tens. 30 would be 3 tens. 40 would be 4 tens. And then, can somebody tell me if we should do this or this for 50?
Yes.
Eileen, you are correct. So we're only going to use our thumb. Because just like the ones placed in the represented the 5 with our thumb, the 5 on our 50 on our left hand is going to be with just our thumb. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And then remember what we did with the 6 on our other hand? So 60, 70, 80, and this one's difficult again. And then 90. So since we have 9 on this hand and 9 on this hand, do you see how we're going to count to 99? Okay. So we practice with all the numbers, and we are going to actually learn how to press the numbers. So when I say press the number, instead of holding it up in the air, because it's so difficult to hold up the 8 and then an 80, we're going to actually be using our hands on the desk. So when we're in this way, it'll be easier for you to see what I'm doing and copy exactly. So we're going to, I'll give you some examples first of what it means to press a number and what it's going to look like. So if I wanted to press the number 13, I would put down my first index finger on my left hand and 3 of my fingers on my right hand. Because this 1 over here represents my 10, and these are my 3s. 1, 2, 3, my 1s. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so does everybody understand that? So what you're pressing down, what fingers are touching the table, is what represents the number that you have. Everybody got that so far? You look like you're doing a good job. Awesome. So I'm going to practice another one. What about 37? So I'm going to need 3 of my fingers on my left hand, and I'm going to need my thumb and 2 other fingers to make 7, because we have 5, 6, 7. So 37. And sometimes it helps me if I put it down and I want to make sure that I got it right, I'll just touch my fingers quickly again and count it out loud myself. So 10, 20, 30, 35, 36, 37. Everybody got that one? Okay. Then let's try a little bit, maybe a little more difficult one. 71. So remembering that our thumb on our left hand is representing 50, how would we do 71s? Touching our 2 fingers and our thumb, and then our first index finger to the table. 71. Okay. So now we are going to practice counting to 99, which is going to take a little while, but it'll help us remember the values that we need to use with our fingers and when we're counting up by ones, okay? So let's start. You want to leave your hands off of the table, remembering that you're only going to touch the table for the number that you need. So let's start with 1, and we'll all count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Let's take a break.
We're halfway there.
So we do have, everybody's got just their 1 thumb touching the table to represent 50. We've reached the halfway point. You guys want to finish? Okay. Let's go. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. Woo! We can't do 100! Awesome job, you guys. That wasn't too bad, was it? So since we practice counting, I'm going to give you some individual numbers, and I want you all to do them. And you can talk to each other a little bit, maybe if you're kind of confused. So let's practice some of those things. Also, this might help you remember, instead of just it being 10, 10, 10, and 50, we have the 5th finger, the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and then the 10th, 20th, 30th, 40th, and 50th finger. Does that one help you more, or is the other one a little bit easier to understand?
I like the other one.
The other one? Is everybody in agreement? Okay, so we'll leave that one up there. So let's do some numbers together. Let's press 4. Awesome. Okay, how about 27? Awesome, looking good. Let's try maybe 19. Looking good. Let's do maybe a harder number. Let's do 82. Very good. Make sure you keep your fingers up because that will represent a different number. Awesome. Let's do one more. Let's do 33. Alrighty. It seems like you guys have got the hang of it. This is really good. Okay, so now I'm going to give you some numbers individually. I'm going to come and whisper it in your ear, and I want you to press it for me really quickly, okay? Awesome. Noah, can everybody tell me what number Noah did?
32.
32. Awesome. What about Eileen? Do we know which number she did? 18. Awesome. You guys are great at this.
Ready?
Yes. Nice job, Sean. Does everybody want to practice anymore, or do you guys think you got it?
I think we got it.
Okay. Sounds good. So, can anybody remember the name of the method that we learned today?
Choose them.
Oh, let's raise our hands, Noah. Yes, Sean.
Bob.
Noah, you were right. Well, remember, we always want to raise our hands before we answer to keep it from getting too loud.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. You guys learned Bob today. So, thumbs up or thumbs down, or maybe in the middle. You think you got it really well, or you're kind of iffy on it, or you're just really, really confused. We got some great thumbs up. That means we learned what we're doing today. Can you all think you can remember how to count to 99 using this finger counting method? Was it a lot easier to press the numbers than it was to try to hold them up? I agree. I think it's much easier to understand what you're doing when you're looking at your fingers on the table. So, for our final piece, I'm going to give you all some numbers, just like we did in practice. And I'm just going to walk around and make sure that you all are understanding the method. So, that will be just our final little exit.